What's up, folks? It's Tony here at Harrisonburg Honda, and today we're taking the all-new 2026 Honda Passport off-road. Join me, it's Test Drive Tuesday. Let me get in a good driver position. There we go. So we're at an elevation of 2,341 feet, and we're gonna start climbing. It's Test Drive Tuesday. We got Travis leading the way. Media team with us. This is the most fun you can have at work. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. So we are out in the beautiful backcountry roads of Rockingham County today. And what we're doing is we're actually gonna give the Passport what it's been waiting for. We've been driving them on blacktop since the debut. Now we finally get to get it dirty, play in the mud. So we're getting back to some more treacherous areas so we can kind of show off the trail mode, the downhill descent control feature. I'm excited to actually play with that for the first real time. We'll get a chance to toy with that. And then also you can see some of the pitch and the roll meters that we will also be engaging with, because we're gonna be experiencing some different terrains that typically we wouldn't on our Test Drive Tuesdays. So this is gonna be fun, guys. The chase vehicle is a Bronco, so it's gonna be nice for us to see how the Bronco compares versus the Passport. Some of the areas we're gonna go to, we'll see if the Passport can kind of navigate the same terrain. Now the Bronco that is in front of us now is a little bit more equipped for off-roading, some aftermarket stuff, but the Passport, we'll show you its capabilities right from the factory. Everything that we have on the Passport now is all OEM, suspension's OEM, wheels and tires are OEM. So we'll see how it competes now with more of an off-road and all-terrain, or kind of a crawler for the Bronco. If you guys remember, it might have been 2 years now, Ethan and I took the Trailsport Pilot when it first came out to the Port Republic boat landing, and we actually got a chance to drive it through the riverbed, it's kind of close to some all-terrain, off-rugged areas that we possibly could for that time, and we were impressed. Now, the Passport Trailsport is more capable and kind of better engineered than what we originally saw when it first released with the Passport Trailsport. So we'll also be able to see today the improved capabilities. Like I said, we have better suspension, stronger control arms, knuckles as well, and that undercarriage skid plate, that 4mm thick plate. We'll see that today in action. So that's the biggest thing. For 2026, the Passport, it was drastically improved in the capabilities. Now looks, of course, it's the best looking Passport ever. Gives us that nostalgic feel from the 90s. But now when you pair that with some of the best VTMI4 technology for the off-road management system that Honda's ever created, this thing will compete with some of the $60,000, $70,000 bigger vehicles, like of course the Broncos, the Jeeps, those kind of things. The Passport is more than capable, and it's still a Honda. So you don't lose fuel efficiency, ride quality, none of that. Okay, I think we're getting now to some declines. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate the downhill controlled descent, and it is keeping me at 2 miles per hour. Now, the downhill descent control is enabled. This thing is just, this is nothing. This is nothing. And it's keeping us pinned at 2 miles an hour right now. Oh yeah, this is easy work. Just using the downhill descent control feature, I'm just letting the vehicle do its thing. And now we're going over this little incline. Might have to give it a little bit of acceleration just to get us over, but in trail mode, it's got enough grab to kind of handle that for me. Let me go ahead and activate it again now. Oh, let's do it again. There we go. And we got it set to 7 miles per hour now. And we're just cruising here, taking in the sights and the sounds. Now again, the downhill control is, slope, not steep enough, is improved for 2026 as well. We've seen it in some of the other vehicles, like the 24 CRVs, 25 CRVs have it, but now it's maximized for the Passport. We're still in trail mode here, just for giggles. We don't even need to be in trail mode, but I just love this view. There we go. The goal today is to get the Passport muddy. So as muddy as we can, but still bring it back in one piece. Can't have the big dog upset at us. And it's cool as well when you're in trail mode and you start going over about 15 miles an hour or so, it'll kick you out of the trail camera and you can see the map. But then as soon as you get right under that speed again, it'll pop open your camera so you can see kind of what's underneath you and around you. Let's go to normal. There we go. So we're in normal drive mode. It's a little lighter steering now. The acceleration is a little more kind of fluid. The vehicle is not holding itself back over the terrain like it was in trail mode. So trail mode, you can actually really feel the difference, which I was not expecting that. I'm having to apply a little bit more brake when I'm in normal mode, and the vehicle is just kind of rolling itself down the hill. Where again, when it's in that trail mode, it does a great job of kind of limiting your torque, limiting your acceleration, but also assisting you over that terrain. Really impressive. See, right there is exactly why when you're on the trail, having that 4mm thick skid plate is great, because we just went over a bunch of brush, and in some of the competing vehicles, they don't offer that skid plate, so you could risk something catastrophic happening while you're on the trail, which would not be good. But of course, the Honda Passport, you have that skid plate protecting the undercarriage of your engine, transmission, and the rear fuel cell. Oh, yes! So right now you can see we are right in front of a little creek, and it's got a little bridge, and we're gonna roll these windows up. We're strapped in. We're in normal drive mode. We're just gonna punch it. Is that what Ethan wanted? We're just gonna punch it, folks. Was it enough sploosh?
Dude, that looks so cool.
Nice. It was fun. There we go. This rocky terrain, almost like a riverbed terrain we're on right now. And we're in trail mode. We don't need to be, but it's just fun. It's really fun. The normal drive mode, again, like I mentioned earlier, when we first started this adventure, is more than capable. But the steering response that you get in trail mode, the tighter steering, that kind of assisted with that low torque acceleration. Of course, with the front trail camera, we can watch out those giant logs that they just cleared out through. Now, with the Passport, of course, it's going to be a 3.5 V6. Honda's used that 3.5 forever, as long as I've been alive. And it gets revamped for 2026, just like they did with the Pilot in 2023, 2024, and 2025. Uses that same 3.5 V6, makes a little bit more power now than previously, the last generation. And it also features that 10-speed transmission that we get in the Pilot, which really helps with that low gearing when we're in trail mode. Of course, the front and the rear fenders are tucked, which you'll see as we go over this trail here. Let me turn that trail watch camera on. So by them being tucked, that allows for better clearance when you're navigating terrain like this, some treacherous terrain, and with the help of that just over 8 inches of clearance. I mean, this is a breeze, and we're in normal drive mode. Ooh, we're gonna put it in trail now. That was a little scary. That was a little scary. And there we go. I mean, this is probably some of the more sticky terrain we've seen today with some of the angles, but then with the help of the front camera, that bird's eye view overhead camera, I mean, it just makes this a breeze. And now we're at the campsite. Get the coffee ready. We're gonna put her in reverse. Put it in reverse, Terry. Now we're gonna go back across this area, and again, this is where we've actually got to really test out some of the approach and angles of the Passport that we haven't had a chance to do previously. Now this is going to be the big one. With that trail watch camera, you can see that big gully, and we're just navigating this like nothing. I don't want to hit his phone. And of course, the great thing when we talk about the fenders being tucked, the exhaust is also tucked, which makes clearing over some of those big boulders, terrain, logs, easier. You don't gotta worry about bottoming out. Let's see what the pitch of that was. It's just about 10 degrees. And the trail mode now, I mean, it is just night and day difference from when it was in normal mode. Going over this mossy, rocky, I mean, it's wet out here. But yeah, wow, that is impressive. That is really impressive. Julie's getting thrown around back there, but it's okay. With the nice, comfortable interior of the Passport, even when you are tossed around on some of the most treacherous terrains, your concussion will be okay. Oh yeah, you can feel when it's in trail mode. It's holding itself back on some of those really, really aggressive kind of angles. It kind of limits the throttle and the torque. And I am not experienced with trail driving or... All right, now we're gonna try not to run over my main man Ethan's phone. This is so fun. The fact that people would do this on weekends just for fun is... Oh yeah. I don't know what that just hit, but... And the awesome thing about when you're in trail mode, of course, it displays your trail watch camera, and I can't see anything over my hood line, but having that front camera, again, just gives you the confidence to navigate terrains and not have to second guess yourself. Just like this little divot right here, that's deep. I can still see it, I can still see it, I can still see it. Oh, we're cleared. We are cleared. This is just a playground for the Passport. This truly is. Honda killed this one, knocked it out the park. Next week, we'll take the Type R to the Nuremberg Ring, and we're gonna race it. Oh yeah, we're getting into some tight sections here. You can see some of the workers came through, cleared some of the trees, some of the debris from the storm that we just had. Oh, that was a big old log. This is sweet. And anytime we get in kind of those small nooks and crannies when you're on the trail, what's nice is you have your front trail watch camera, but also one click of a button, now you can see your side profile, so you can just kind of make sure with confidence that you're not going to scrape that log, scrape that boulder, or even run up to another tree as you're on the trail. So it makes it even more efficient. I love being able to see both sides. The front view is nice, but this right here actually gives me the most visibility in those tight corners, those spots that you get a little bit nervous about because you can't quite see it. That side mirror camera just makes it super awesome. And now we're getting into where it's a little tighter on the trail. Some of the terrain's still not as bad as what we've seen before, but I got more confidence now with that camera than I did before. This front camera, you can access it really easy. And then again, cycling through that camera, you can do it from the display, but you can also do it right from your washer indicator. And of course, the nice thing about when you are on the trail and that camera, the front camera or the rear camera, gets a little bit of muddy, you have the ability to toggle a little switch to clean off that camera for you. And it makes it super easy then to see the trail and not hit that boulder or that log that could be right at your blind spot. But with the Trail Watch package, you really have no blind spot on the Passport. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Look at these ruts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was easy. That was easy. I gotta give the Passport more credit. I'm just nervous. Awesome, we got some more mud. Getting it dirty, getting down in there in some of the muck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not too many other manufacturers give you the ability to have something that's awesome off-road, super comfortable for the long trips, and has the ability to take you pretty much anywhere while being just as reliable as that Honda quality. But now with the all-new redesigned Passport, you get luxury, you get ability, and you get adventure all in one. This one is a blast. Let's go. Oh yeah. Strap it in, and now we're in the water. We are in the water. Look at that. Now what we'll see is as we approach this incline, this rocky incline, with how tucked those fenders are, you can see that it just makes this easy. And of course you have just over 8 inches of ground clearance, which is gonna make going over these boulders, I mean, these things are massive, a breeze. Look at that, oh yeah. And this VTMI4 system, you can see it just kicks in. So as soon as one tire loses traction, the other pick up for the loss of that one. So it's like a team basically. When one player goes down, the rest of the team picks up the load, and it makes it super easy. And it's in a very efficient system as well. Just like that. All right, now we're doing the reverse track. We've been going down the mountain all morning. Now we're about to go back up the mountain and see how the power, oh yeah, in trail mode, this thing is just deep. This is just, I'm like barely touching the throttle. Barely touching the throttle. That front camera is gonna come in handy right here where I can't see nothing in front of me. And granted, I'm super short, but again, that blind spot right in the front grille, whoa, look at that. That was easy. Now this, I don't remember coming down this. These little ruts and divots, some of these giant rocks. Oh, this is fun, look at that. Now, of course, in the front end, you have those sturdier control arms, iron knuckles for the first time on the Passport, which makes crawling over things like that a breeze. You don't have to worry about snapping your front end either. But man, the gearing in trail sport mode, going over terrain like that, that was sweet. That was soft. And you still feel like you're in a luxury car. I mean, we had the cooled seats are turned on up here. This morning, I could have had the heated steering wheel and the heated seats turned on, but we didn't need it. We still got built-in navigation via Google Maps. So we have all the creature comfort features of being in the Elite or the Black Edition pilots, but now we're in the most off-road capable Honda yet with the Passport. Another amazing thing about the Passport is the entire floor is thicker than any other Honda. So it has increased sound deadening material that encases the powertrain, thicker carpeting in the floor, and also you have improved acoustic spray and foam material that's in the cabin. So what does that mean? I'd love to hear how the Jeeps sound out here and some of the Broncos, because it's a nice, quiet interior. And of course we can hear sticks and rocks moving around us and under us, but it's not noisy at all. I mean, again, we're like in a pavement princess on some pretty nasty terrain. And it also is super nice when you're on the highway, just for that more peaceful drive. Honda specifically designed these all-terrain tires exclusively for the Passport. We get that 275 bigger Meteor tire with an 18-inch locker style wheel, but also has a two-tone accent. And Honda's Grabber all-season tire tread, which is more aggressive, and it's made specifically for the Passport now for 26. Now, of course, all the Passports are more than capable to handle any terrain. When you look at the RTL model, it's going to have a starting MSRP right around $46,000. What you're still going to get with that are multiple off-road modes, multiple terrain modes to navigate through. You still get leather seats, and another cool perk that'll come with that is the wireless CarPlay ability. And it's just as capable to handle almost 99% of the terrain that we went on today. When you move up now to that Trail Sport package, that middle segment for the new Passport, you're going to see an MSRP that starts just under $50,000 or right at $50,000, just depending on the premium color. Now, when you move up to the head honcho that we're in right now, this is the most capable Passport, the Trail Sport Elite. So when it comes to all the bells and whistles, you're going to get that. Plus, you're going to get some of the Trail Sport accents that you don't get traditionally on the RTL model. MSRP on this puppy starts at $54,000, and it depends on if it has some accessories like ours. Now, we've pimped this one out with the rear picnic table, running boards. It's got the all-season weather protection package. Of course, that's standard. We've also got splash guards, door visors, just to give us some additional styling for this Elite package. You can see the full capabilities that this vehicle offers as far as styling, and it has some of the most extensive accessory options available for any Honda. Now, the nice thing that you'll notice with the Trail Sport package that the RTO won't get are those nice orange, those bright orange recovery hooks that are right in the front. They're super sturdy, and they also have a weight rating of twice this vehicle which means that you can pretty much get pulled out of any situation super easy. And also you have a trailer hitch on the back with a 5,000 pound towing capacity. It's also beefed up, one of the more beefier trailer hitches that we've ever seen on a Honda. So when you pair that together with your recovery hooks, your trailer hitch in the rear, getting out of those tight spaces for 2026 in the Passport when you're off the trails is going to be super easy. Oh, there you are. Welcome. You have found us at our Honda Adventure campsite. And of course, we've got our fire pit here. We've got our hot coffee, getting nice and steamy, getting ready to throw the line out and get some fish. But a campsite is not complete without a camping table. And of course, Honda has provided that now for the all-new Passport. Just like we had with the traditional CRV back in the day, we had that built-in picnic table. Now with your all-new Passport, you got that picnic table built into the back, but it's also nice and durable and can offer a nice two-way platform too when it is stored in the cargo area. Let's check it out. The nice thing about your built-in picnic table is you just screw the 4 legs in. Honda even gives you a nice little carrying bag to store the legs right under the cargo area. But again, super easy. You just screw them in here. And they're thick, they're solid, so they can actually hold some good weight on top. These are sturdy. You could fight a bear off with this thing. And just like that, nice durable table now, ready for the campfire. The top of this has awesome topography that mimics that center console right where your wireless phone charger is. Well, folks, the time has come, and we thank you for this new, little different, adventurous segment for Test Drive Tuesday. We hope you've enjoyed seeing the full capabilities now of the Passport off-road in its natural environment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. While we're out here, do a little fishing. We'll see you guys next time. Thought I had a big one.